I'm quite honest that I'm interested in seeing this ad. Klacik, one, has balls of steel because I've seen the neighborhoods. I lived in Baltimore for a long time. The areas that she walked through are places where I would be very, very concerned that I would be shot and killed. A lot. It happens a lot. People riding their bicycle, somebody just tackles them, beats them over the head with a brick, and steals their $5,000 bicycle because they're stupid riding a $5,000 bicycle in Baltimore. Let's see what she's got. I honestly hope this woman wins. I've donated to her. I've reached out to see if I could volunteer on her campaign. I want to help her. I'm not doing anything else right now. Sitting at home a lot. This woman is a force of nature, and maybe she can't save Baltimore and its area by herself, but sure as hell a lot better than who was there beforehand. People don't understand that the district that she's running for incorporates a lot of really wealthy areas in Baltimore County, but it also incorporates all the worst parts of Baltimore. And so people like Elijah Cummings and people like those people can say, oh yeah, we're doing a great job, because they're including the most wealthy people in the state of Maryland and completely ignoring the most poor people. They're just getting swept under the rug. It's a friggin' war zone in parts of what that district is. Let's see.
You care about Black lives? I do. And unlike the people that currently run Baltimore, I actually have a plan to make life better for Black people here. Walk with me. I want you to see this.
And I know there's like the little graphics there. I mean, I feel like this is kind of the same ad she already had run. Maybe it is, and I'm just not recalling it. But that is, I couldn't tell you exactly where that is. That might be North Street. I would drive down that street all the time, and you would not find a door that actually functioned. They were all boarded up with plywood, and the windows were blown out, if there were windows at all. And if the property owner actually cared, there might be some plywood over top of it. Otherwise, there might be a tree growing out of the damn thing.
I'm Kim Klacik. This is Baltimore, the real Baltimore. This city was once among the most prosperous, populated, and powerful cities in America. So what happened? Our leaders abandoned us and Baltimore fell into ruin. But it doesn't have to be this way. None of it has to be this way. A broken Baltimore does not have to be our future. And that's why I'm running for Congress, because I see the city differently.
I mean, I do too. I liked living there, even though that I was commonly the victim of violent friggin' crime because ineffective police and ineffective Democrat policies. It's a great city to live in if you live in the right areas. It's called Charm City for a reason. It's a nice place to live. It has its charm. Hence the Charm City. There are benches that are dilapidated that say the greatest city in America. It used to be. We used to get great thinkers like Edgar Allan Poe, and it used to be one of the biggest ports on the eastern coast. It still is a huge port on the eastern coast. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see what else she has to say. I feel like this is the same video from a few weeks ago, but let's go.
I walk the streets of Baltimore and see what could be. I want you to see what I see. I see Baltimore that picks up trash. There are piles of garbage all around Baltimore. It makes life unsafe for our families. I'll work with city leaders to get Baltimore's Solid Waste Bureau the resources it needs to take out the trash. Our streets should be a reflection of our leaders. Clean, not dirty. Much of our trash gathers in abandoned homes. There are over 17,000 abandoned buildings in Baltimore. They are a scar on the face of our city. I will support tax credits and incentive programs to give residents a chance to buy and rehabilitate these homes. Everyone deserves a safe community and a chance at home ownership. Let's put the charm back in Charm City. Who will live in these homes? The newly employed constituents of Baltimore City.
You guys thought I was making that shit up, right? Baltimore is known as Charm City. Ah! Uh-huh. I was being very honest, and it is a very charming city when you get past all the crack dealers and the people trying to kill you and a bunch of delinquents on dirt bikes and idiots on the corners trying to squeegee your window and wipe it with a friggin' newspaper.
This district needs more jobs. The best way to get them is by having businesses invest in our community. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act gives federal tax incentive to drive private investment into opportunity zones just like Baltimore. Who will work in all of these new jobs if we don't have an educated workforce? 9 out of 10 black boys in Baltimore are not reading at grade level.
Obvious, valid point, but I can tell you there's a lot of not just black men, white men also at the lower educational levels, and thank you, Baltimore schools, because you're terrible. They're stuck there. They would do these jobs. Oh, but, also Baltimore decides that, let's have illegals do everything and it's fine.
Over a dozen high schools in Baltimore have zero students proficient in math. This is a tragedy. We can end the school to prison pipeline with school choice, providing parents with options to escape schools that do not serve our children.
Let's make Baltimore better for our kids. Isn't that the point? That's my vision for Baltimore. The corrupt leaders hate it. They attack me for taking a stand, for wanting better for our people, our children, our communities. But I'm not the only one who wants better.
Some people might take that as like a race-based thing. I really don't think that's the case with her. I think she just means people in Baltimore. People in Baltimore deserve better. I fled the city because of all the things she's saying. It's a horrific place to live. Even in the bestest and the whitest and the wonderful neighborhoods where highly educated people that make tons of money live, you can't even deliver pizza. You end up getting shot in the back of the head because somebody wants your tip money.
Tens of millions of you have shared the struggle of black people in Baltimore. You lifted our voices. You cared about our black lives more than our own Democrat leaders. They have done nothing for us. Now they can't hide. It's time for change. We are that change.
I know that street. It is what it is. People in a lot of these neighborhoods deserve better.
I'm Kim Klacik, and I'm running for Congress because I actually care about black lives. All black lives matter. Our communities matter. We matter. And Baltimore doesn't have to vote Democrat.
Yeah, it's just, it shouldn't have, it shouldn't have taken someone like her to actually shake things up. She happens to be extraordinarily beautiful and have a great video team to put together her video. But why? Why did it take this long for somebody to actually make a wave in this area when everyone in Baltimore is suffering? They're suffering at unparalleled levels. You would think you were in friggin' Iraq half the time. Come on. Anyway, peace out.